If you wake up tired, unfocused, or just not feeling like yourself, there's a good chance your hormones are starving and you have no clue what is happening. After years of researching male metabolism, reviewing thousands of blood panels, and coaching men through hormone crashes, I noticed the same 3 nutrient deficiencies show up over and over again. And today I will walk you through the 3 hormone superchargers almost every man is missing and show you exactly how to fix all 3 with food and smart supplementation. Most men won't fix this until their energy or drive completely collapses. But if you're still watching, you're clearly not most men. You are the type who takes your biology seriously. Here's the truth most people never hear. Men do not struggle with low testosterone because their bodies are weak or they have been around the sun a few more times. They struggle because the modern environment strips away the raw materials hormones need to function in the first place. Your body is a hormone factory, but a factory without supplies cannot produce anything. And almost every man today is missing the same 3 supplies. Look at men who work outdoors, eat whole foods, and actually see the sun. Their testosterone is higher, their drive is stronger, their metabolism actually breathes. Now look at the average Western lifestyle. Processed food, indoor lighting, gut issues, soil depletion, no sunlight on the skin. The body cannot run on missing ingredients and broken systems. This is not random, it's predictable. The biggest hidden testosterone killers are deficiencies in zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. Fix these 3 and your hormones finally have the building blocks to come back online. But as you'll discover during this short training, it may not be as simple as to just take a simple supplement. We have to think about food quality, digestion and absorption, optimal dosaging, and supplement efficiency. Let's break down each one individually, how they work biologically, and what it actually means in real life. First, let's talk zinc. Zinc activates the enzyme 17-beta-hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase. That's a mouthful, right? Let's just call it 17-BHD. This enzyme converts inactive testosterone into active testosterone. Zinc also protects the Leydig cells in the testes, which are responsible for producing testosterone. When zinc levels are low in the body, testosterone output slows dramatically. Simply put, zinc is the spark plug for testosterone. Without it, your engine cannot fire. But here's the thing, Western diets are low in zinc-rich foods. Stress reduces stomach acid. Low stomach acid means zinc cannot be absorbed properly. So it's like pouring fuel into a tank with a blocked funnel. It never gets in. So although we should be looking at including the foods rich in zinc each and every single day, foods like oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, lamb, chickpeas, as well as taking high quality zinc supplementation like zinc picolinate or zinc biglycinate, we also need to be ensuring that we have the digestive capabilities to actually absorb it. Here's a tip for ensuring we have sufficient stomach acid for this process. Using things like apple cider vinegar and fresh ginger before meals to stimulate stomach acid. Supplementing on things like gentian root, HCl and pepsid, and also zinc L-carnosine, which works directly on the parietal cells of the stomach to help them regain function. You also need to make sure that you are controlling stress levels, particularly around meal times, as the body switches off digestive processes when in a state of fight or flight. For a full breakdown on how to optimize gut health for this process, take a look at my video on the top-down method. Now, you may be asking the question, do I need to supplement on zinc? Can I not get sufficient zinc through food? Absolutely, you can get plenty of zinc through food, but as I mentioned, most men are not zinc deficient because they eat 0 zinc. They are deficient because their digestion is compromised. Low stomach acid blocks zinc absorption almost completely, and this is one of the most common issues that we see on male blood panels. So before relying only on food, you need to fix stomach acid and restore digestion first. Otherwise, your zinc-rich meals or your supplementation will simply pass through unabsorbed. Now let's look at magnesium. Magnesium is required for converting cholesterol into pregnenolone, the master hormone your body uses to create testosterone at the very foundation. Magnesium also works via the nervous system to control cortisol. High cortisol shuts down the brain signals that trigger testosterone production in the testes. Simply put, magnesium is the electrician in your hormone factory. Without it, the power shuts off. Most men today are deficient in magnesium because soil depletion has stripped it from our food supply to the point that even healthy, clean diets fall short. Magnesium is highest in foods such as pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds, avocado, and dark chocolate. So including these in your daily diet is an absolute must. But in today's world, supplementation becomes almost essential because of soil depletion. Here's the crucial thing to understand though. All magnesium is not created equal. There are many different forms of magnesium that have different benefits at different levels. The three forms I use most with clients are magnesium glycinate, the calm and sleep form. This form supports mood and recovery. It supports sleep and the nervous system and has great absorption. Then there's magnesium malate. This form is great for energy and metabolism. It supports the production of ATP, reducing fatigue and enhancing daytime power. Then there is magnesium L-threonate, perfect for high performers. The only form that passes the blood-brain barrier to work directly on the brain to enhance memory, improve focus, and protect the brain from degeneration. Now, just like zinc, you may be asking, can I not just eat magnesium-rich foods? Yes, you absolutely should eat foods rich in magnesium, but due to soil depletion, you will almost certainly still fall short. That is why I recommend supplementing on a high-quality form like magnesium glycinate at 5 to 10 milligrams per kilo of your body weight every single day. This dose restores levels quickly without irritating the gut and supports testosterone production and more. Finally, let's cover vitamin D, the sunlight hormone. Vitamin D binds to receptors inside the testes and activates genes that regulate testosterone synthesis. It also boosts luteinizing hormone, the brain signal that tells the testes to produce testosterone. In short, vitamin D is like a light switch for testosterone. Without sun or sufficient vitamin D from other sources, the switch stays off. But vitamin D is the most commonly deficient nutrient of all. Why? Well, because we live indoors, we work indoors, we avoid the sun that built the human species. Most men simply never make enough vitamin D naturally anymore. Now, it is possible to get vitamin D in foods such as mushrooms, salmon, sardines, egg yolks, and beef liver. But even with the best intentions, you probably won't get enough through food. The best way in an ideal world would be to ensure you are getting as much sun as possible to as much of your skin as possible without getting sunburn, of course. But here's the thing, sun cream prevents vitamin D production from sun exposure, and obviously so does wearing clothes. So what you really need to do is expose as much of your skin to the sun for around 20 to 30 minutes each day. Duration depends heavily on your skin pigmentation. I'll be completely honest though, the modern lifestyles have made it near impossible to get enough vitamin D from natural sources. Even clients I work with in the hottest parts of the world like Dubai and Australia still show severe deficiency in vitamin D. This is where supplementing on a moderate to high dose of quality vitamin D becomes almost essential. We typically recommend using vitamin D3 at dosages between 5,000 and 10,000 IU daily, always combined with K2. K2 is essential for regulating calcium levels, which will rise acutely when taking vitamin D supplementation, and this can be problematic. Now, you may be asking, can I not just sunbathe every day to get vitamin D? Yes, as I said, sunbathing is the best natural way to raise vitamin D levels. If you live in a sunny part of the world and you can expose large areas of your skin without sunscreen, you can absolutely get your levels up this way. But most men are not in the position to do this consistently. They work indoors, they live in northern climates, they are covered up most of the year. That is why I usually recommend moderate to high dose vitamin D supplementation. But you must be careful. Vitamin D toxicity is real. More is not better. The right dose is essential, and due to vitamin D being a fat soluble vitamin, it must be consumed with a meal that contains fat. So listen, if you feel tired, foggy, or unmotivated, you are not broken. You are just undernourished in ways that the modern world never warned you about. Your drive, your focus, your masculinity, these are not character flaws. They are nutrient signals, and signals can be restored. Now let's quickly cover some of the most commonly asked questions. First off, how long until I feel changes? Most men feel a difference in 2 to 4 weeks once these nutrients have come back online. Can I take all three at once? Yes, but food first. Supplements fill the gaps. They are supplements at the end of the day. Strategy beats stacking pills. Should I test my levels before taking supplements? Absolutely. Labs take out all of the guesswork and help dial in the right dose for you. My friend, your hormones are not failing you. They are asking for the raw materials to come back to life. Rebuild your nutrients, rebuild your strength, rebuild the man you know you can be. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, then please hit subscribe and leave a comment. And for now, go and watch the next video on how to optimize your natural testosterone levels using a root cause approach, where I take you through everything you need to know to optimize the primary male sex hormone.